Hi there everyone, Nigel Saunders here. Today is an exciting day because I'm going to be repotting and restyling my Ligustrum. This is a tree I got about 1 week ago at Bauhaus, Sickla. As you can see, this tree is in quite acute need of a restyling, a pruning, and possibly also a repotting. So I'm going to see what the root system looks like, and maybe we'll even change the pot. So here I go. I'm going to give you a closer look at this tree, so let's do a flyby. I haven't picked the front yet, but as you can see right now, this will be the front, and this is the side view. So I'm going to rotate the tree so you can see it from all angles. I believe I'm gonna have to take some rough cuts on this one. So let's see what it looks like when I get it out of the pot. So here I go. It's a beautiful pot. Very nice colors. Very nice colors indeed. I'm bringing out my root rake here, and slowly we'll start at the top and chug away. So I haven't watered this pot. I haven't watered this tree today, just to make it easier to get the roots out. As you can see, I'm combing in a radial direction, trying to keep the roots as radial as possible. You want that flare. Very nice root system on this one. Very nice root system. Lots of fibrous roots. So it's not too crowded. It's not too crowded, but I think it might be in need of a bit of a root pruning, just to get those dead roots out. So I'm going to continue on this and we'll come back in a moment. So I managed to get most of the soil out now. I can tell from the look of this tree that it's actually a cutting from a bigger tree. The stem here just stops abruptly, and there's some dead wood here beneath the roots. So I think we're gonna have to cut some of that out to flatten out the root base and get a more flaring radial root base here. It's the root base is decent, but as you can see, it's not symmetrical. Most of the roots come out from one side and not from the other one, and there are some ones sticking up very high up here. But we have some things to work with. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. To clean out the roots completely before I start the pruning, I'm gonna dunk it in some water. So here I go. Gets all these soil particles out so that I don't destroy my scissors when I do the pruning. Give it a good rinsing. All right, that clears things up. Okay, let's see what we have. So I'm gonna have to shorten this one. The stem goes just too deep. So let's do an initial cut around here. Big cut coming up. So I can see the tree is missing some bark here on this side. It might make it hard for the tree to heal and actually create roots on this side. It might be a problem in the future, because I want to try to grow this radial flat root base. Okay, so I have one sticking out here. This looks like a dead root, so I'm gonna remove that one. The taproot down here is going off to the side, and it's a little bit too long. I don't want to take out too much at this point, but I think I can shorten it slightly. Big cut coming up. There we go. And for the pruning, I want to make sure that these long roots, they don't get too long. I want a more of a fibrous root system to grow closer to the actual stem of the tree. So I'm going to remove this one. Cut these shorter. I don't want to do too much to this tree at this point. I want to see how well this this tree can handle the pruning itself, because I'm always risking killing the tree off if I'm removing too much of the roots. This one is a little high. I think it has to go. Yeah, it has to go. It's just too high. It needs to be down. The root base is actually down lower, and this one just sticks up too far above. Another big cut coming up. I'm gonna clean that up slightly. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. This one also is a bit high. I think I'm gonna keep it for now. Let the roots develop, let the tree heal, and I might remove it next year. Same with the big taproot coming down here. Yeah, I think I think that's all I'm gonna do for today. Regarding the pruning, the roots, I'm gonna have to look at the foliage as well, and perhaps do some cleaning up there. But for now, the roots, I'm happy with them. Let's get the tree planted. I've decided to reuse the same pot. I think it suits the tree, and I don't have to get another one. Okay, so I'm gonna have to pick a front. So this one doesn't obviously have a lot of roots showing, and you want that root base. It's actually the most important part of the tree. Without a flaring root system, it kind of spoils the illusion of the tree being big. So I think this is a reasonable front. This is also a reasonable front. I think I like this one because it will allow me to have a more of a slanted look to the foliage itself. I want to kind of give this illusion of a windswept tree. So instead of putting this in the center of the pot, I'm gonna put it slightly to the side. That's my reasoning anyway right now. I might change my mind when I actually do the potting. I'm gonna show you a trick. So right now I don't have any drainage screen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reuse some of the old dead roots, put them over the holes so that my soil doesn't fall through the holes. I'm gonna show you my soil mixture in a minute. So I'm using about a 70-30 mixture of organic and inorganic material. I have about 70% perlite, which is this white stuff. It helps with draining and make sure that your tree doesn't rot because you water it too much. The water will kind of just flow through the pot itself. The organic material is just regular flower soil. So that mixture creates a good aerating, sort of, yeah, for the roots. Right. So here I go. want to have it a bit to the side like this. Make sure all the roots are in the pot. I think that's a good height. Yeah, I like that. So here I go with the soil. Make sure all the soil gets into the roots. That's why I'm tapping it down like this. That's a big one. A little bit more soil. The tree will stabilize once its roots get hold of the whole soil itself. For now, it will be slightly unstable, but that's fine, as long as you don't put it out on a windy day, so to speak. Yeah. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Get the soil in between the roots. Okay, so next step will be to add the moss. I'm just gonna place it around, push it down firmly. This moss has been drying for a couple of days, but as soon as I water it, it'll start to liven up again. This moss was taken from a rock out in the woods. That's usually where I find my moss, you know. Big rocks, small rocks, all kinds of rocks. All types of moss growing over it. Quite pleasant. Okay, so next step will be to water the tree. So here I go with the water. Give it a thorough washing to make sure that all the small particles runs through the soil and out in the drainage. The moss will benefit from some water too. Now that ought to do it. Let's go to the pruning now. This is the front of the tree, and yeah, I want to try to get some illusion of a windswept sort of feature. So I want to keep the branches that are going in this direction and remove some of the branches that are on the right side of the tree. So I think I'm gonna shorten this one. Yeah, I might even remove it. Big cut coming up. Just like that. By the way, I'm using normal scissors. Nothing fancy, nothing fancy. Trying to get these untangled. You don't want the branches to be crossing each other, but you do want some vigor in the tree still. Let's see. So this one. Definitely want to keep one of these two. This one is kind of growing inwards. I don't like that. I'm gonna remove it, at least to here. This. So you don't want to use regular scissors because they are shit. So I'm gonna change to a better pair of shears. So here I go. Just like that. This one kind of grows out in a weird direction. I'm gonna shorten it. Alright, so I've removed quite a lot. I still have some sticking out far here on the back. I do want some foliage showing in the back, but this is a little bit too much for my taste. I'll shorten this one. Yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna be doing to this tree today. As you can see, here's all the material I removed. Quite a lot of foliage. But the tree looks so much better now. More miniature-like. Fly in so that you can see it from all angles. Alright everyone, that's all for today. I'm Nigel Saunders. Thanks for joining me in the Bonsai Zone.